My name is Norma Smith. I've been living in this area for the past 30 years. We had a neighborhood watch, and I was the leader in the area we covered. And it was called Hunter Hill. It's called Hunter Hills. Well, it's really a lot of help, because people that came to live here started out here in the 50s building on lots and, buying lots and building, and they built small houses. In fact, my brother built this house. They were in construction work, and he built this house. When we first started building out, it was with no paved streets. And back there, the people, all those people who were landowners, homeowners back there, they're old. Very few, have passed on. The people used to keep up. It was really a nice place to live out here. Here, we got a good neighborhood watch, people, and everybody looked out for each other. We didn't have any trouble, a lot of problems with people, burglarizing and that kind of stuff, because people watched out for each other. And this was like a really kind of what they call maybe high class folks over here, and high class, but in the middle, not in the well-to-do, because some of the mostly well-to-do people like live on the other side of town, like Auburn Avenue. But these were new, people who were getting started. It's just kind of heartbreaking, to see how everything changed. Because so many houses here now that the lawns and everything was so pretty. It was really pretty out here, but now it looked like the jungle. So.
Well, I'm Kathy Bomer. I've lived here in Home Park since 1997. That's when I bought this house. At the time, the house was just a 2-bedroom, 1-bath bungalow. It was one of these little, the bungalows were all built for the steel mill that used to be up the street. And I've been involved in the neighborhood. Gosh, I think I probably got on the board the first time around 2002. I've been the president, I've been the marketing chair. The last several years I've done public safety, and that seems to be a key issue for most people in this neighborhood, is public safety. We did a master plan back in 2002. I was on the master plan committee. We spent a year putting that master plan together. I think we spent a year or two prior to that just raising enough money to do it. It was great because it was kind of a blueprint for how we were going to let the neighborhood grow and what kind of development would be done and that type of thing. And we are now finding there's a lot of developers that want to come in here. And I mean, if they could, I seriously believe if they could just raise every house to the ground and put in big apartment buildings and commercial buildings, they would. And it's a great area from a convenience standpoint, because we're so close to downtown and midtown and easy to get anywhere. I can jump on the freeway and be in the airport in 13 minutes. In the end, city council is kind of what saved our butts, led by Ira Young and Mary Norwood. Actually, the two of them worked together and basically said it's probably not the right thing to do. And then Ira Young said, look, you need to update your master plan. And so this is what I'm going to do. He says, he told me about this big plan he had, and that's what we're going to be doing with the funding that they've allotted to our neighborhood, is basically update, tweak, and validate our master plan so that then we have some teeth to it, so we don't have just crazy development going on in the neighborhood. I gotta believe there's creative minds out there that know how to develop commercial properties so that we can kind of, fill in those areas and make it kind of a more, give it a more of a neighborhood feel, give us a few more amenities without wiping out, a lot of old housing stock, which is really part of the charm of this neighborhood.
Hello, my name is Cassandra Blunt, and I am a McLendon baby. I grew up in this community, love living in the Hunter Hill community. It's a central location to downtown, just about anywhere you want to go, easy access to the expressway. Looking for progress within our community since it has been on the decline. I am excited about the D3 project and what it may do to bring our community back up to a certain standard. The big improvement I would like to see right now is us just to clean up the trash. The trash. If we could just start with something as simple as trash cans or making our people aware of just trash. I've lived in this community my 66 years. Could have moved out of this neighborhood, but I love this neighborhood. My favorite thing at this point, I am a Turner alumni, and once a year we all gather at Anderson Park for a big Turner High School alumni reunion, which the park doesn't have a whole lot of amenities, but it's our home park, so we love it. So yes, we need some park improvements in Anderson Park. If Mayor Cassine Reed rolled down my street along on Ezra Church, I would try to clean up the riffraff of our young men and young people just standing in the street with no focus, nowhere to go. And we're not just necessarily talking about teenagers. You have some adult men that are lost. I would just try to see if we could focus, reach out, touch somebody, and just try to clean up the street and give these young people, some older people focus. Well, I communicate with Ivory Young via email all the time, and in all honesty, I did see him ride down the street, so I guess he was out trying to focus on what's going on. But yes, I think I have interaction with Ivory Young because he always responds whenever I send an email. Again, I am Cassandra Blunt, and I do have a great interest in seeing the Hunter Hill, Northwest Atlanta community be on the uprise. And any help we can get, it will be greatly appreciated.